welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on a new fragrance that has been released in 2016. This fragrance is by the house of Valentino and it is called Valentino Uomo Intense. I'm going to show you the bottle here. If you remember the original Valentino Uomo, you know that the bottle cannot be improved. It is so good looking, so original, vintage and luxurious. They replaced the amber color of the juice and the overall theme of the other fragrance, replaced it with the black one. I prefer the other presentation with the previous one, with the Uomo. However, if you want to know my opinion on this fragrance, you are in the right place. Please keep watching. So you probably already know that this is one of the most recent fragrances released by the house of Valentino. This followed the very successful fragrance Valentino Uomo, which I personally love so much because I think the scent is so unique. And they decided to bring out the intense version of this fragrance. However, if you think that this is going to be Valentino Uomo, that is a bit intensified with some of the major notes that already exist in that fragrance, this is not the case. And here again, I'm going to mention this. It is so annoying when fragrances or fragrance houses release flankers carrying the name Intense and then they change the whole scent. It is really so misleading, and this might cause fans of the original fragrance to go and blind buy the intense version, thinking that it is going to be more long lasting and that is going to project better, and then they would be totally disappointed that it is a completely different fragrance, regardless of the fact whether you like the new one or you don't. So since I have my sample here, I'm going to read the description on the card. Valentino Uomo Intense is a sensual fragrance with Italian elegance. Lit up by the freshness of zesty mandarin, the tonka bean wraps up the iris's powdery notes in a very strong yet extremely elegant heart. An overdose of natural vanilla, contrasting deeply with masculine, intense Italian leather, making for a captivating signature. So they are claiming that this could be a signature scent, carrying this Italian heritage with the leather and the other warm and sensual notes, including the vanilla. I've had this fragrance on my wrist for about 2 hours now, still smelling so strong. However, if you are thinking that it's going to project so heavily, no, this is not the type of fragrance that is going to scream beastly projection. It is okay, I think. This fragrance is good, however, it is as if Olivier Polch, who created this fragrance, was working in Dior laboratories, came up probably with a new flanker to Dior Homme, and decided that now I'm going to take it to Valentino house to put it in a new contemporary and vintage packaging and release it as a flanker to Valentino Uomo, which he also worked on. This is so confusing when a fragrance that we have all been waiting for comes to be almost an exact duplicate of an already existing fragrance that we know from another house. This fragrance, I think it is a cross mixture between Dior Homme, the Eau de Toilette, the Intense and the Parfum. They are all here in this fragrance. Probably this is most similar to Dior Homme Parfum when it opens up. As it dries down, it gets more to this Dior Homme Eau de Toilette vibe. Probably the least similar to Dior Homme Intense, since this has no spices. So of course, speaking of the notes, it opens with mandarin orange, clary sage, then it instantly gives you this powdery vibe with the iris in the heart that really makes you think that this is Dior Homme de Parfum. It is mellower, almost softer, tiny bit sweeter. This is not a sweet fragrance by any means. I would describe it as a powdery, aromatic leather fragrance with some hints of vanilla that really appears more as the fragrance dries down on your skin. So in the base, we have the leather and we also have some vanilla. The leather here probably is more pronounced as this fragrance settles on the skin. So I think now I could start to smell it, but it is not really a strong leather scent. It is not so detectable, at least not on my skin. But I cannot really make this video without comparing this to Dior Homme. For me personally, although I think that this is a good fragrance, it doesn't really live to my expectations of getting a true intense version of the original Uomo. That one, the scent of the original Valentino Uomo, is very original. It is authentic. It is something new that you haven't smelled before in a fragrance. I would honestly say go for the Dior Homme Parfum, because the performance of that fragrance cannot be topped, cannot be beaten by any other designer fragrance that I have experienced in my fragrance journey. So having heard a lot about this fragrance, I was really expecting something different. I was expecting some similarities to Dior Homme Intense as they mentioned. However, I didn't expect that the similarities are going to be that great. So I won't be able to justify purchasing this fragrance for myself or for my husband or for whoever. I would definitely go for something by Dior. So sorry if this was so harsh. This is my opinion. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and that you are looking forward to my next video. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for future videos. And I'm going to speak to you very soon. Until then, please be safe. Bye.